Hi everyone, welcome back to the series of how to use programming in automation. So in this video I am going to show you how to use conditional statements in automation. Okay, so conditional statements are if else ladder and switch case. So these are all the conditional statements in any programming language. Okay, so we use conditional statements to execute a block of code based on whether the condition is true or false. Okay, based on the condition is true or false. It means if the condition is true, it will execute one block of code. If the condition is false, it will execute another block of code. Okay, okay, so we'll implement each conditional statements one by one. Okay, okay, the first one is if statement. Okay, so the syntax is the syntax is if the condition is true, then it will go inside this condition and execute the block of code. Okay, so if the condition is false, in if statement we do not execute any other things. Okay, okay, to show you this, I will select I've selected this orange HRM, and here once we enter username and password, we have to see this dashboard text. Okay, so we will say that if the dashboard text is present, then the test is passed. Okay, okay, so to show you this, I've already created a spec file and created four different test blocks for each conditional statements. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Await page dot go to launch the URL. Copy, and we will inspect username and password. Await page dot locator, we will copy the locator later, dot fill. So here we can see that username is admin, and await page dot locator dot fill, the password is admin123. Then we will click on the login button. Okay, await page dot locator dot click. Okay, so now we will inspect. So we have placeholder, so let us take placeholder. Instead of locator, I will say get by placeholder. So the value is username, and for password, placeholder is password. So instead of locator, I will say get by placeholder, and I will enter the placeholder value, and we will inspect login. It has many class names. So let us take this last one. Yeah, one matching element. So what I did, this class has many classes. So I took only the last one because it looks like the matching one. Orange HRM hyphen login dot button. So locator is class dot click. Okay, so once we enter the username password and click on login, what we want to verify, we want to verify the text. Okay, so now let us inspect this dashboard text. So it has h6 and it has class also. Let us take this first. Copy, control F. Yeah, it has one matching element. Let us take this. Okay. Okay, so after this we will say wait for page dot wait for selector. We'll give this selector. We can give hard wait also. I'll give this. Okay, so I'll keep that text in some variable. I will say const text is equal to await page dot locator. The locator is this. I want to get the text of it, so I will say text content. So it will give me the text. Okay. Okay, so now let us print this console.log text. Okay, so now let us put if condition. So what is the condition? If the text is dashboard, then we want to print the statement that is test is passed or login is successful. Okay, so how to put a condition? If. After that, what is the condition? Text. If text is equal to, within a single quote, type dashboard. Okay, so let us copy the same text from here. If text is equal to dashboard, this is the condition. Okay, then we want to print the console statement saying login is successful. Okay. Okay. Okay, let us execute this. So what is the condition here? The condition is if the text is equal to dashboard, only then it will go inside and print me the statement login is successful. Enter the username and password. So as we can see here, the console statement is, it printed the console statement dashboard, and here the test is, the condition is true, so it went inside and executed this login statement. Okay, next we will see if else. Okay. Okay, so the syntax of if else is this one. If the condition is true, it will execute this block of code. Okay, else we have to use the keyword else it will run this block of code. Okay, so here we will use if else when we want to execute one block of code. If this condition is true, and we will execute this block of code when the condition is false. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, so to show you this, I will take the same example, same application, and we will say if this URL includes dashboard, then the login is successful, and we will click on this apply leave. Okay, I'll say once again, if the URL includes dashboard, then we will click on this assign leave button, else we will print the statement that login is failed or redirected elsewhere. Okay. Okay, so I'll use same login functionality. I'll copy till here. I'll remove dot only. I'll put dot only to this block of code. Okay, so now what is the condition? We can see that this URL contains dashboard. Okay, so we'll put a condition that First, we will create a variable const is on dashboard variable, and we will keep this variable somewhere. Okay, what we want to get? We want to get this URL, correct? So how to get the URL? So there is a method that is dot URL. So page dot URL, this will give the current URL. Okay, so page dot URL dot includes. Okay, so if it includes dashboard, what? Dashboard, BOA. Okay. Okay, so if it includes dashboard in the URL, then it has to click on this assign leaves. Okay, so before that, let us print this console.log is on dashboard. Okay, so it will go inside the if condition only if we'll get the result as true here. Okay, so it is true. So now it will go inside if condition. Okay, okay. So what is the condition? If is on dashboard, then we want to click on this assign leaves. Okay, so let us inspect this assign leaves. We'll take this title assign leaves. Okay, control F, button, then title is equal to, within single quote, we will inspect once again. Title is equal to assign leave. One matching elements. Let us take this. Await page dot locator, the locator dot click. So if the URL contains dashboard, it will click on this assign leave. Else, let us print the statement, console statement saying login is not successful. Login failed, or we can say redirected somewhere. Okay, let us execute this. So remember the method page.url gives the current URL. Okay. So dot includes is a method in Playwright. If that includes the dashboard keyword or dashboard word, then it click on the assign leaves. Okay. So here let us give some weight and we will see. Okay. A wait page dot wait for timeout. We will give some hard wait. So we can see that it clicked on that assign leaves. Entered username and password. Yeah, it clicked on assign leaves. Okay. Okay. So here, as I was saying, so page.url is a method to get the current URL, and in that we are checking if that includes. So this is a method to check whether that string includes part of text. Okay, if it includes this text, dashboard text, then it will go inside this, then the condition is true and will execute this statement. The statement is clicking on this assign leave. Okay. Okay, so now we will see if else ladder. Okay, so we can say if else chain or if else ladder. Okay, so when we use this if else ladder is when we want to check multiple conditions one after the other. Okay, so if the condition matches with the first condition, it will execute first block of code. If the condition matches with the second condition, then it will execute second block of code. Okay, so this is the syntax. If condition, it will execute this block of code, and we have to use else if. Okay, so after if we have to use else if, then condition, close this else if block, then use another else if, then condition. So finally we'll use default block of code. So this will get execute if all the conditions are false. Okay. Okay, so just remember if and else. So in between if and else, we are using else if. Okay, so based on the project need or requirement, we can use any number of else if blocks. Okay, okay. So to show you this, I will use Amazon. I'll take the example of Amazon, and here I will type laptop and press enter. Okay, and here I will click on the first link. Okay, I will click on the first link. Then, so this is my validation point. Okay, so here I will take this in stock text. Okay, so here what I'm validating is if it is in stock, I want to click on this add to cart button. If I get this text in stock, then I want to validate this. I want to click on this add to cart button. So sometimes here the availability text, this is availability text. If the text is not present, sometimes we will get currently unavailable, or sometimes we'll say only two items are in stock. Okay, so these are all the conditions we are going to check. Okay, so I will say once again, here the conditions we are checking is in stock, or we will say that only two or three items in the stock, or sometimes we will get currently unavailable. Okay, so these are all the conditions. Based on that, if it is in stock text, then we are going to click on this add to cart button. So if it is unavailable or only few stocks available, then we are going to display different console statements. Okay, okay. So first, here I've already, there is a test block to execute that. So I'll remove only from here, and I will put dot only here for the third one. Okay, okay. So wait, page dot go to Amazon. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to inspect this search bar. Okay, so let us inspect. Right click inspect. It has placeholder, so I'll take placeholder. Okay, so await page dot get by placeholder, get by placeholder. The placeholder is search amazon dot in dot fill. Okay, so I will just type laptop here. Okay, so after entering the laptop, I want to press enter key. I want to press enter key. So how to press enter key? Await page dot keyboard. In the keyboard I want to press enter. So take keyboard dot what I want to press. I want to press enter. So type press and within single quote or double quote type enter. Okay, press enter because I want to enter or press the enter key. Okay. Okay, so then after pressing enter, what I want to do, I want to get this locator. Press laptop, press enter. Then let us inspect the first link. Okay, right click, inspect. Right click, inspect. So what should we take? We cannot take this pan. Let us go back. So we have data.cy. So let us take data.cy title receipt. Okay. I'm copying it. Control F. So div is the tag data.cy attribute is equal to within single quote the value is title recipe. Okay. So it has 29 matching elements. I'll click on the link. So we can see that it's highlighting the title. What I will say click on the first one. Okay. Okay. And I want to show you one more thing here. Let me take this locator first. I will say wait for this locator after pressing the enter. So await page dot wait for locator. Wait for select. Okay. So now I'll show you one thing, that is, so if I click on any link, it is opening in the next tab. Okay. Okay, so now I don't want to open it in the next tab, so we can open and validate. I have created a video for that. You can check that out, how to validate the multiple tabs. So for now what I'll do, I'll open this link in the same page. Okay, or same browser context. Okay, so how to do that? So it is simple. Away. So we'll keep this link in some variable. Okay, and we will remove that target attribute. Okay, so here we have the link. So let us remove and take once again. I'll tell you why I'm doing that. Okay, so here I'm pressing enter. Okay, I'll remove the double quote. Okay, so here the first one is going to this sponsored link, and second one is going somewhere we cannot see, and third one is clicking on this title of the product. Okay, so we'll click on the third one. Okay, so how to do that? We will use nth of 2. So 2 means third one. Okay, so we will keep that locator in some variable. Okay, so the variable I will call it link. Okay, so we'll keep this product link in some variable. So await page dot locator. So the locator is this. Oh, and I want to click on the second one, so I will say nth of 2. Okay, So third one, so I will say nth of 2. So if I want the second one, so I have to say nth of 1. Okay, so here what I want to do, I want to click on that, sorry, I want to remove that attribute target. I want to remove that. Here I want to remove this target attribute. Okay, so how to remove that? So I'll call this evaluate method. Await link dot evaluate. So link dot evaluate, and I'll call this element. Okay, and here I will say to this element, or on this element I want to say that remove attribute. Okay, so I will say remove attribute. And what attribute I want to remove? I want to remove this target attribute. Okay, so I want to remove target attribute. Then I want to click on it. So await link dot click. So what I want to do, first I want to remove that target attribute. So once I remove this target attribute, it will open in the same page. Okay, so here evaluate means it will evaluate the current locator. Current locator means this one, this div of the second one. It will work on only the second link. It will remove the target attribute in the second link. Okay, so here el means element. So what is the element? This is the element. So in this element it will remove the target attribute. Okay, okay, so let us save and execute this. So here nth of 1, 2 or 3, you just see based on which one it is highlighting. Okay, sometimes it will highlight the sponsored. Okay, sometimes it will directly click on that link. Okay, so okay, so now we're clicking on that, and as you can see it opens in the same page. It did not open in the next tab. Okay, okay, so next what we want to do, I'll show you. So we are in this page now. We are in this page. Okay, so here we want to fetch this in stock text. This is availability text. So based on this text we will execute, or we will implement if else ladder. Okay, okay, so I will show this in the next video. Okay, okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you think you learned something from this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.